From scorching deserts that sear the skin to towering mountains where clouds meld with ancient rock, nature is a wordless epic, fierce and majestic. The vast African savannas stretch endlessly, where the horizon blurs between the azure sky and the parched earth. This is not just a landscape, it is the soul of life. An eternal arena where survival and destruction clash. Here, it seems as though God has painted a masterpiece with bold, contrasting hues. Golden grasslands stretch like an ancient, time-worn carpet, yet beneath this arid surface lies a vibrant, unstoppable world of energy. Every moment here is a dance of life, a stage for ceaseless battles. Predators glide through the darkness, silent as a whispering breeze, while their prey has no room for error. They must run, they must fight, and they must gamble everything to survive. A single misstep could be their final farewell to life. This unforgiving land shows no mercy. Life here is forged in a blazing furnace, each creature a piece of steel, enduring the heat and relentless wear, to become stronger, sharper. Only the most resilient, the warriors of nature, can endure and prevail through these trials. Welcome to the fierce survival stories of the wild savannah. As the first rays of light pierce through the night, touching the grasslands of the savannah, Africa awakens in a moment of pure enchantment. The sky blazes with mystical hues of orange, as if nature itself has lit the torch of a new day. Yet amidst this breathtaking scene, peace is a luxury. The savannah never truly rests. Here, life and death clash without mercy, like light and shadow wrestling on the grand canvas of creation. In this untamed wilderness, the great herds begin their perilous migration. Millions of creatures leave their shelters, journeying toward distant water sources like pilgrims, wagering everything on a fragile glimmer of hope. Yet on this path, no place is truly safe. Hidden within the tall, sun-bleached grass, lions lie in wait. They move like shapeless phantoms, their eyes glowing in the dawn's light. A single leap, a fatal bite, every movement is a masterful act of destruction. Further afield, leopards and African wild dogs chase down zebras and antelopes. Here, survival doesn't belong to the strongest, but to the wisest. Beneath the still waters of the flooded savannah, the oldest predators lie in wait. Crocodiles, motionless warriors, rest beneath the surface like living shadows, waiting for the wild herds to cross the river. As zebras brave the treacherous waters, only 7 out of 10 will reach the other side. The rest vanish forever into sharp jaws and swirling currents of fate. The savannah doesn't just test strength, it challenges patience, willpower, and endurance. Every creature here, predator or prey, is a warrior in the brutal battle for survival. Every breath is a decision, every stride a gamble. Savannah, the wild heart of Africa, where nature showcases timeless beauty and power. Spanning approximately 20% of the Earth's land surface, the savannah is a golden expanse of grasslands shimmering under the sun. Like an endless carpet stretching to the horizon. It is more than just a landmass. It is a unique biome and ecosystem where sprawling grasslands merge seamlessly with scattered trees. Sunlight filters through, nurturing the lush grasses below and transforming the savanna into a majestic stage for life. The African savanna, one of the planet's oldest and richest ecosystems, has witnessed nature's great transformations over millions of years. As dense forests receded and arid climates took hold, the savanna emerged, a new world, harsh yet brimming with life. Here, survival demanded adaptation or extinction. The African grasslands now cover approximately 5 million square miles, equivalent to 65% of the continent's area, stretching across nations like Kenya, Tanzania, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Botswana, and Namibia. With the arrival of the rains, the savanna bursts back to life, its vast fields blanketed in vibrant green. Yet, in a fleeting moment, the rains vanish, leaving behind a parched land, a relentless trial for its inhabitants, a test imposed by the spirit of the savanna. The savanna is home to over 8,000 plant species, from sprawling grasses to thorny shrubs and towering trees. These plants not only provide sustenance for millions of creatures, but also act as colossal climate regulators. Among its wildlife, the savanna hosts over 1,500 mammal species, from colossal grazers like elephants and giraffes to apex predators like lions, leopards, and African wild dogs. In the skies, more than 2,000 bird species soar, from tiny migratory birds to majestic birds of prey, painting the vast heavens with their flight. Beneath the waters, the wetlands shelter over 500 aquatic species and 400 reptile species, all forming an intricate food chain orchestrated with meticulous precision, a masterpiece of the creator's design. The African savanna is not just a land, it is the beating heart of an entire continent. Here, the rhythm of life is dictated by the interplay of wet and dry seasons, and nature paints a vivid canvas of unparalleled biodiversity. Sprawling beneath an endless sky, the savanna is not merely an ecosystem, but an eternal symbol of life, resilient, powerful, and wondrous. At the heart of the tropical savanna ecosystem, proudly sprawling across the Serengeti grasslands, lies a mesmerizing natural wonder covering over 12,000 square miles, stretching from Tanzania to Kenya. The Serengeti is more than just a land. It is a living canvas of life, an eternal symphony composed by nature over millions of years. It is one of the oldest and most biodiverse grasslands on Earth, home to over 70 species of large mammals and 500 species of birds, painting an unparalleled and breathtaking landscape. From November to May, as rain showers rejuvenate the land, lush green grass blankets the plains, creating a paradise for herbivores. But when the dry season begins in June and stretches through October, that paradise fades. The grasslands wither, water becomes scarce, and the struggle for survival begins. 1.5 million wildebeests, 250,000 zebras, and hundreds of thousands of other herbivores gather into massive herds to embark on an epic journey spanning over 1,800 miles. This is not merely a journey, it is a battle for survival. These animals must cross arid plains, navigate treacherous terrain, ford raging rivers teeming with crocodiles, and evade predators lurking in the shadows. Every moment is a confrontation between life and death, an unrelenting display of nature's raw power. Yet, despite the ever-present dangers, the herds press on. Masai Mara, a promised land with verdant grasslands and abundant water, beckons like a dream at the end of this arduous path. Here, life is renewed. Herbivores drive the regeneration of vegetation, while predators maintain the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Every species plays its part, contributing to a miraculous biological cycle, a never-ending circle of life that ensures the survival of the savanna. Within the vast savanna ecosystem, the Serengeti stands as a colossal arena spanning over 12,000 square miles, where millions of creatures intertwine in an endless cycle of life and death. This is not merely a wondrous natural expanse, but a vivid testament to the wisdom and magnificence of the Creator. In this perfect masterpiece, every creature, from the smallest to the mightiest, carries a purpose for existence, contributing to the remarkable balance that only God could orchestrate. Zebras, antelopes, and other herbivores not only create the idyllic scenery of the Serengeti, but also serve as a vital lifeline for the 3,000 to 3,500 lions, the uncrowned kings of the grasslands. According to the Wildlife Conservation Society, approximately 6,000 wildebeests and thousands of zebras fall prey to these great cats every year. Yet this is not destruction. It is the Creator's way of maintaining population balance, ensuring the Serengeti's life cycle continues harmoniously without excess or scarcity. Lions, scientifically known as Panthera leo, are masterpieces of creation, a symbol of strength, pride, and resilience. As the second largest big cat after the Siberian tiger, they are Africa's apex predators. But the title King of the Grasslands is not derived from individual strength alone. It comes from unity, a gift bestowed by the Creator, enabling them to lead the savanna. A pride of lions typically consists of 10 to 15 members, with lionesses as the primary hunters. They patiently select their targets, often focusing on the old, weak, or young, and execute ambush strategies with unparalleled precision. Their coordinated efforts are a breathtaking display of mastery, crafted by the creator's meticulous hand. But a lion's hunting prowess goes beyond sheer strength. What truly makes them master predators is the intelligence bestowed upon them by the creator. Lions do not charge blindly at their prey. They analyze, evaluate, and meticulously craft their strategy. They understand that patience is a golden key, and in every hunt, they display the composure of seasoned warriors, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. In particular, lionesses, the most exceptional hunters, are the embodiment of coordination and calculated precision. Gifted by God with an incredible ability to work as a team, they divide their tasks flawlessly. Some distract and confuse the prey, while others silently lie in wait to ambush from multiple angles. Every hunt is like a symphony, where each movement is executed with perfect harmony. This is no coincidence, but a gift from the Creator, who designed this intricate masterpiece of life. Meanwhile, a male lion, with a roar that can echo up to 5 miles, serves as the pride's protector. With their strength and majestic presence, they fend off invaders, from rival male lions to packs of ravenous hyenas. The male lion's power is not only in its muscles or roar, but in its divine role as guardian, a responsibility granted by the Creator to maintain balance within the ecosystem. The Serengeti, with its extraordinary beauty and delicate balance, is a gift from the Creator to the world, a masterpiece where every brushstroke, every creature, holds profound meaning. Here, lions are not merely predators. They are embodiments of leadership, authority, and the divine order that God has bestowed upon the natural world. Serengeti, along with its kings of the grasslands, is an eternal hymn of life, a place where humanity can witness and feel the presence of God in every breath of nature. As night falls over the savanna grasslands, the vast expanse is cloaked in a mysterious black veil, woven with the delicate silver threads of moonlight and the shimmering brilliance of countless stars. The air grows still, filled only with the whispers of the wind brushing through the tall grasses like nature's soft lullaby. Within this serene silence, majestic silhouettes begin to stir. Great predators, the uncrowned kings of the grasslands, the lions. Endowed by the Creator with unparalleled hunting skills, lions move with grace and calculated intent. Each step they take blends seamlessly with the rhythm of the earth, producing not a single sound. Their golden eyes, sharp and piercing like blades, scan the darkness, detecting even the slightest movement. These lions are not mere hunters. They are the embodiment of strength and intelligence, masterpieces shaped by God to sustain the perpetual circle of life. From the shadows, pairs of glowing eyes observe with patience, waiting for the perfect moment. The pride begins to execute its strategy. The lionesses, silent as phantoms, spread out in 2 flanking groups, forming a near-perfect encirclement. The lions charge forward, their muscles rippling with raw power, their speed as swift as lightning. A perfectly timed leap ends the chase, quick, precise, as if the outcome of this hunt had already been preordained by God's hand. There is no chaos, no waste. God has taught the lions to hunt as an art, to aim true, use their strength with precision, and master every pursuit. When fragile lion cubs are born, the lioness becomes a devoted mother, carrying the sacred mission of protecting and nurturing the next generation. In her gentle yet vigilant eyes, we see boundless love woven by the hand of the Creator himself. The den where she shelters her cubs is not merely a refuge, but a fortress guarded with unparalleled courage and strength. Whether it's the howls of hyenas echoing outside or dangers lurking in the shadows, the lioness stands resolute, ready to sacrifice everything to keep her little ones safe. Every drop of milk she gives her cubs is not just nourishment, it is a symbol of profound sacrifice. In those early days of life, when the cubs are weak and helpless, they are cradled in their mother's warmth, shielded by her soft fur that feels like God's embrace, protecting them from the harsh realities of the savannah. Her eyes never leave her cubs, and her ears remain attuned to every faint sound. This unwavering focus and love are a testament to the maternal instinct that only the Creator could have instilled. As the cubs grow strong enough to step out of the den, the lioness becomes their most dedicated teacher. She teaches them to observe, to stalk with patience, to charge and seize their target with astonishing precision. Every step, every playful pounce, and every mock hunt is a valuable lesson, divinely inspired for her to pass on. At times, the lioness feigns failure to encourage her cubs to learn, but when danger looms, she does not hesitate to leap into action, risking her life to protect them. Even in times of hardship, when hunger grips the pride, the lioness prioritizes her cubs, giving them the scarce food she has. Her powerful muscles may grow weak, but the heart of a mother never falters. This is more than sacrifice. It is unconditional love, a love the Creator has etched into every breath and heartbeat of her being. The sight of a lioness grooming, playing with, protecting, and teaching her cubs is breathtakingly beautiful, a hymn to motherhood that God has delicately placed in this world. In these moments, it is not just life continuing, it is the unmistakable presence of the Creator who has imbued nature with the essence of love. A lioness does not just raise her cubs, she nurtures hope, sustains the circle of life, and safeguards the perfect balance of the natural world. With every step she takes, and every moment she bows to tend to her young, the light of the Creator shines across the savannah, reminding us that love and life are the most wondrous miracles He has created. As dawn drenches the savannah in a golden blaze, a shadow moves stealthily through the towering grass, blending into nature as if it had never existed. It does not roar like a lion, nor does it cause chaos like a pack of hyenas. It has no need to flaunt its power because it is power itself, the very embodiment of death. A predator sculpted by the hands of creation with absolute perfection, swift as a lightning strike, ruthless as fate, and vanishing like an illusion. The leopard, Panthera pardus, the phantom of the grasslands, the invisible assassin of the deep forests. It does not fight with brute force or rely on a pack for survival. No earth-shaking roars, no thunderous footsteps, only suffocating silence, a chilling prelude to an inevitable end. This is a hunter like no other, solitary, silent, and lethal. Forged by nature into a machine of predation, the leopard is a masterpiece of speed, strength, and merciless precision. Every step it takes is a prophecy of death, every leap a silent execution. It does not chase, it waits, it does not pursue, it lurks. And when the moment comes, in a single breath, it strikes like a blade, slicing through the night. Claws sharp as scythes sink deep into flesh. Jaws powerful enough to crush bone, lock in an unrelenting grip. No screams, no struggle, just the absolute silence of a life stolen in an instant. But the leopard's strength is not just in its fangs or its terrifying speed. It hunts, not just with force, but with intelligence. When its prey believes it is safe, the leopard has already been there. While others waste time chasing across the vast plains, it drags its kill high into the treetops, feasting undisturbed, beyond the reach of lions and hyenas. It does not just hunt, it disappears. No other predator on Earth has mastered the art of invisibility quite like the leopard. It is darkness within light, silence amidst chaos, an unseen ruler of the wild. Whether in dense jungles, sprawling savannas, or snow-laden cliffs, nothing can contain it. Nature has gifted the leopard the most fearsome weapon of all, absolute adaptability. And as the night falls, as the weak drift into uneasy slumber, haunted by primal fears, it rises once more from the shadows, silent, unseen, and a chilling reminder that in the wild, it is not the strongest that are the most terrifying, but those who remain unseen, yet are always present. This young bud is very tired. He was lying on the tree, gasping for breath. In the past year, he has been living a nomadic life. Searching for a piece of his territory, he is only 3 years old, finally managed to occupy a territory his new home is spread across every leopard print stream. But Olimba is young, very hungry and inexperienced. A delicious meal that seems to be within reach. It's so tempting what he has to do. The sheep are near the edge of the groove. There is an optimum attack distance. Otherwise they will be left behind by their prey. Olimba must be at a distance from the prey. A surprise attack can only be launched within 4.5 meters. For the flower treasure that is hunting, close is never close enough. Almost within range of Olimba, he just has to wait for him to come a little closer. When the deer let down his guard, he was like a bolt of lightning, 10 kilometers as fast. He chases him, it's hard to fly. Finally, Flower Treasure passes a beautiful fall. The two of you hug each other like a couple. The enemy of one's life, it's like getting out of the game with prey in your mouth. Leopards are also fast. The deer also found an opportunity to get away. Obviously, it's too late. I can only turn my head to find trouble with the flower newspaper, just silently walk away to find. On the vast plains of the Serengeti, where life and death are separated by a single breath, a golden blur streaks across the landscape like a lightning bolt. No deafening roar, no ambush from the shadows like the leopard. This predator doesn't need to hide, nor does it rely on the strength of a pack. It is the embodiment of pure speed, a lone warrior engineered by nature for the ultimate race of survival. The cheetah, Acinonyx jubatus, the undisputed king of speed, a master of the wind, and a predator that turns raw acceleration into its deadliest weapon. In a world where lions and hyenas dominate through strength and teamwork, the cheetah takes a different path, one ruled by speed, precision, and an unmatched killer instinct. nature has sculpted the cheetah's body with absolute perfection. It doesn't have the bone-crushing bite of a lion or the brute force of a hyena, but what it does have is a marvel of evolution. Its long, flexible spine acts like a biological spring, stretching and contracting with every stride, allowing it to cover up to 23 feet, 7 meters, in a single bound. Its long, lightweight legs generate explosive force, propelling it forward with staggering acceleration. In just 3 seconds, the cheetah can reach nearly 60 miles per hour, 100 kilometers per hour, the same speed as a high-performance sports car. But speed alone isn't enough. The cheetah isn't just a mindless sprinter, it's a strategist. It reads the terrain, predicts every move of its prey, and even uses the wind to its advantage. When an antelope makes the smallest mistake, a mistimed leap, a moment of hesitation, a slight misstep, the cheetah strikes. This isn't just a chase, it's a high-stakes pursuit. As its prey twists and turns in desperation, the cheetah adjusts instantly, using its long tail like a rudder, allowing it to change direction mid-sprint without losing momentum. Unlike other big cats, the cheetah's claws don't retract, giving it extra grip on the ground and razor-sharp precision in every turn. Each maneuver is flawless, a breathtaking display of speed, agility, and deadly accuracy. Then comes the final blow. A swift swipe to the prey's hind leg sends it crashing to the ground in a swirl of dust. Within seconds, the cheetah pins it down, jaws clamping tightly around the throat, cutting off its air supply. No struggle, no second chances, just silence. But even after a successful hunt, the cheetah has no time to celebrate. It lacks the strength to defend its kill. A single lion, a pack of hyenas, or even a stealthy leopard can smell blood from miles away, ready to steal its hard-earned meal. If the cheetah doesn't eat quickly, it risks losing everything. Unlike lions, who feast and then rest under the shade, the cheetah must always stay on high alert. If a larger predator arrives, it has no choice but to flee, because the cheetah wasn't built to fight. It was born to run. And if it ever gets injured, if it ever slows down, its reign as the fastest animal on land will come to an end, along with its life. Though it is one of the most fearsome predators on the plains, the cheetah is also a mother of unyielding strength. She does not hunt just to survive. She hunts to protect, to feed, and to raise her fragile cubs in a world filled with danger. Unlike lions, she has no pride to defend her. Unlike hyenas, she has no clan to share the burden. Alone, she must shelter her young, teach them to hunt, to hide, and to survive in a land where threats lurk in every shadow. The first 18 months of a cheetah cub's life are the most perilous. Lions, hyenas, even leopards would kill them without hesitation. The odds of survival are grim. Only 10 to 20% of cubs ever reach adulthood. But the cheetah mother does not give up. She is always moving, always searching for safety, always vanishing into the tall grass to keep her cubs hidden from predators. When they are old enough, she teaches them the art of the hunt, every step, every pounce, every failure, and every success. She knows that one day her cubs must face the wild alone. They must learn to run, to fight, and to survive without her. Yet no matter how fast the cheetah runs, it cannot outrun the dangers closing in. Habitat destruction, human expansion, and rising competition from larger predators are pushing this species to the brink of extinction. As of 2023, the IUCN estimates that only about 200 cheetahs remain in the Serengeti. As night falls over the Serengeti and the cold wind whispers through the swaying grass, somewhere, a cheetah mother still watches over her cubs. She knows the road ahead will not be easy. She knows the dangers are relentless, but she also knows one thing for certain. As long as she can run, as long as she can fight, she will never stop. It has been 4 months since these 3 cheetahs hunted a young antelope. The daughters of Mara, the cheetah, are now 1 year old. Their mother is still teaching them how to hunt. This time, they've set their sights on a herd of Thompson's gazelles grazing nearby. This moment, they are stealthily targeting the gazelles in the grasslands. The cheetahs use their fur's natural color to blend into the tall grass. They crouch low and slowly inch closer to the gazelles. The unsuspecting gazelles continue grazing, unaware of the approaching danger. At this moment, the gazelles seem to sense something. A slight commotion begins to stir. The cheetah suddenly lunges forward, engaging these prey in a life and death chase. This particular gazelle gave them quite the challenge. One of the cheetahs pursues it. Mara is left panting heavily, but one of her daughters is ready to step in and help. For the first time, she participates in the hunt. Mara's daughters don't yet realize that this hunt will be their last one together with their mother. It marks the beginning of their independent lives. These 2 young cheetahs are now 14 months old. Their mother left a week ago and now they must survive on their own. Mother cheetahs do not abandon their cub son till they have fully learned hunting skills. That usually happens around 18 months of age. They will have to face life on their own. Sooner than expected, they will roam the vast savanna, searching for prey, keeping a low profile, avoiding enemies, but they are far from being ready. The roar of the cheetah could not scare away these powerful enemies. Mara's daughters were no match for the hyenas with teeth that could crush bones. They couldn't compete in numbers. This time, the hungry hyenas gave up. The 2 sisters returned to their own territory. The cheetah has seen its prey, but to catch them means traversing rough, muddy terrain, and that is the cheetah's challenge. This new hunt must succeed no matter the difficulty because they are starving. The cheetah cubs are now using the same technique as Mara to approach their prey. They try to be as unnoticed as possible, blend into their surroundings, and when the time is right, they will attack. Just as they learned from their mother, one of the sisters comes to help control the prey. The prey tries to escape, but it is scared. The young cheetahs are very alert now. This time, they will not let the prey escape. Finally, one of the cheetahs grabbed the prey by the throat, ready to bite it. The cheetah began to tear the prey was still alive to eat. As usual, the hyenas were waiting for their chance. Once again, faced with these fearsome carnivores, the two young cheetahs were helpless. To survive, Mara's daughters must live a wandering life, searching for new lands. When faced with enemies, we can only hope they will unite together. Mara is still alive, but she has become a lone cheetah. For 100 years, the cheetah has been hunted and threatened by human activity. At the beginning of the 20th century, there were 100,000 cheetahs in the wild. Now there are only 7,000 left. Their shared habitat is also shrinking rapidly. If humans continue to ignore the fate of the cheetah, the world's fastest animal will be pushed to the brink of extinction. And like the first cheetah in African legend, Mara and her sisters might also cease to exist, becoming nothing more than a legend.
Where the rainforest and the savanna collide, like two rivers merging into one, a land of contrast and beauty emerges. A place where the lush embrace of the trees meets the open vastness of the grasslands, where the winds carry the breath of two worlds, blending into a single, untamed rhythm of the wild. This is the homeland of one of Africa's most extraordinary animals, the African giraffe, Giraffa camelopardalis, the gentle giants of the savanna. They are living towers of nature, tall, graceful, and utterly unmistakable. A fully grown giraffe can stand up to 18.7 feet, 5.7 meters tall, making it the tallest land animal on Earth. Towering over the grasslands, they stretch their long necks toward the treetops, reaching heights no other herbivore can. With coats patterned in a mosaic of unique markings, no two giraffes are ever the same. Each one a masterpiece sculpted by nature itself. But their height is not their only defining feature. They wear a natural crown upon their heads. Unlike their relatives, African giraffes have up to 5 horn-like structures, a rare trait among mammals. Their large, gentle eyes scan the horizon, capable of detecting the slightest movement from afar, allowing them to anticipate danger before it arrives. They do not roar to claim dominance, yet they remain untouchable titans of the wilderness. Yet the African giraffe is more than just a silent giant. It is the unsung gardener of the savanna. With a tongue reaching nearly 18 inches, 45 centimeters long, it effortlessly strips leaves from towering branches, feeding on vegetation that few others can access. But this simple act has profound consequences for the ecosystem. As giraffes graze, they naturally prune the trees, preventing overgrowth and allowing sunlight to reach the smaller plants below. By bending and breaking branches, they reshape the landscape, ensuring that the savanna remains open and balanced. And as they roam, they disperse seeds through their dung, unknowingly planting the forests of the future. Every step they take is more than just movement. It is a vital contribution to the delicate balance of the African wilderness. But their existence is more than just ecological. Giraffes are an iconic symbol of sustainable ecotourism, according to the World Wildlife Fund. WWF. Giraffe watching safaris not only offer breathtaking encounters with these magnificent creatures, but also directly support their conservation. The awe in people's eyes as they watch a giraffe stride across the plains, the quiet wonder as they see it stretch toward the sky. These are reminders that the wild still exists, raw and magnificent, but more fragile than ever. Human expansion, poaching, and habitat loss have driven African giraffe populations to dangerously low numbers. They may be the tallest creatures on land, able to reach the highest branches, but they cannot reach the future without human protection. Conservation is not just an effort, it is a promise. A promise that future generations will still see these towering figures walking across the savanna, still witness them reaching for the sky, still marvel at their presence as living relics of a vanishing wild. As the Serengeti sun sets and the evening winds whisper through the acacia trees, an African giraffe stands tall, gazing over its ancient home. It does not know what the future holds. It does not know if its kind will continue to roam these lands. But it knows one thing for certain. As long as it can walk, as long as it can reach for the sky, the African giraffe will endure, a timeless sentinel of the savanna. Across the endless plains of the Victoria Basin, as the setting sun paints streaks of fire across the horizon, a great army is on the move. Not the roaring lions, not the stealthy predators lurking in the shadows, but the warriors of the grasslands, the eternal pilgrims of Africa, the wildebeest Conchaites taurinus. For millions of years, this species has defied the unforgiving wilderness. They do not have razor-sharp claws to tear into their enemies, nor bone-crushing jaws to overpower their foes. But nature has gifted them something greater, the power of speed, endurance, and an unshakable unity that no predator can break. Their bodies are masterpieces of adaptation. Thick, sinewy muscles ripple beneath their dusty gray coats, and their curved horns, honed through generations of survival, stand ready to fight back against any threat. But their greatest weapon is not in their strength. It is in their relentless legs, their hooves that never stop moving. When danger strikes, they can sprint at 50 miles per hour, 80 km/h, fast enough to outrun even the most fearsome hunters. Yet speed alone is not what makes the wildebeest one of Africa's most successful species. They do not travel alone. They move as a herd, a force of nature that cannot be broken. A lion may take down an individual, but before the stampede of thousands, even the most powerful predator must hesitate. When one wildebeest senses danger, it does not flee alone. During the dry season, when the earth cracks under the merciless sun and rivers vanish into dust, the wildebeest leave behind the parched lands of the Serengeti, heading toward Lake Victoria, where water and fresh grass still offer a chance for survival. But this is not merely a migration for food and water. This is the Great Migration, the heartbeat of the savanna, the miracle woven into the fabric of nature itself. Along the journey, predators await. Lions, leopards, hyenas all follow the herd's every movement, waiting for the moment of weakness. But when danger strikes, the wildebeest do not falter. When one runs, they all run. When one dodges, the entire herd shifts in unison. And then they push forward. Not all will make it. The weak will fall behind. The young may not yet have the strength to escape the jaws of a waiting predator. But the herd does not stop. Their journey is not a choice. It is a destiny written into the cycle of life itself. And then the rains return. As the first raindrops kiss the earth, the golden plains transform into a sea of green, and the wildebeest turn back, retracing their steps in a cycle as old as time. They are not just survivors. They are the lifeblood of the savanna, playing their part in a grander design, a masterpiece painted by the hands of creation itself. But even the strongest warriors cannot escape a new predator, not lions. not hyenas, but humans. Fences now block their migration paths. Farmland replaces their grazing lands. Climate change alters the rain cycles, drying up the rivers that have guided them for millennia. What nature has given, mankind is taking away. If the migration routes are severed, if the grasslands are lost, their journey will come to an end. No more rolling waves of wildebeest stretching to the horizon. No more thunderous storms of hooves kicking up dust in the golden twilight. No more legendary migrations that have shaped the heartbeat of Africa for thousands of years. But there is still hope, as long as protected lands remain, as long as humanity understands the irreplaceable value of this ecosystem. As long as the wildebeest still have space to move, to run, to migrate, then the rhythm of the African plains will not be silenced. And as the sun sets over the Victoria Basin, as the last golden light spills across the savannah, the wildebeest continue their journey. Thousands of bodies move as one, their hooves churning the dust into a storm of motion. A reminder that in a world of constant change, some things must never be lost, so long as we choose to protect them. Savannah, a wild land that once seemed like nothing more than scorched grass and swirling dust, transforms into an entirely different world when the rainy season arrives. The first raindrops fall like the opening notes of nature's grand symphony. The cracked, parched earth softens, dried up riverbeds begin to overflow, and before long, the vast grasslands are submerged in an endless sea of water. This is not just a simple change. It is a miraculous spectacle of creation, a living masterpiece where water and life intertwine, offering every creature a chance to adapt and survive. Amidst this flooded landscape, one animal reigns supreme, the hippopotamus. If the lion is the king of the savannah, then the hippo is the lord of the waters. More than just inhabitants of this watery realm, they are its caretakers, playing a crucial role in maintaining the delicate balance of the wetland ecosystem. Weighing up to 3,300 pounds, over 1,500 kilograms, they are among the largest land animals, second only to elephants and white rhinos. But don't be fooled by their massive bulk. Beneath the water's surface, they are agile swimmers, gliding effortlessly like silent phantoms of the river. The scorching African sun can sear everything in its path, but hippos have adapted in their own unique way. They spend most of their time submerged, where the cool water helps regulate their body temperature and shields their sensitive skin from the relentless heat. As night falls, these massive shadows quietly emerge from the water, venturing onto the lush grasslands. A typical group consists of 10 to 30 individuals, moving together in the darkness like an invisible yet powerful army. They can travel several miles in search of food, grazing on soft grass and preventing vegetation from growing unchecked. An essential role in reducing the risk of wildfires caused by accumulated dry grass. But the hippo's role extends far beyond the land. When they return to the water, their waste enriches the ecosystem, providing vital nutrients for countless microorganisms and fish, fueling an abundant food chain. They are the bridge between two worlds. Both rulers of the water and guardians of the savannah, preserving the delicate equilibrium that nature has so perfectly designed. In the southern regions of Africa, where vast wetlands stretch as far as the eye can see, an estimated 40,000 hippos roam, one of the largest populations on Earth. Each hippo carries a purpose, not just to survive, but to shape and safeguard life itself. As the sun rises, casting its golden reflection upon the shimmering waters, the hippos retreat into their submerged kingdom, continuing the endless cycle of nature. A flooded savanna is more than just a meeting place of land and water. It is a cradle of rebirth, where the laws of survival are rewritten with each rainy season, and where silent giants like the hippo work tirelessly to uphold the delicate rhythm of the wild. The hippopotamus is not just a magnificent creature of nature, but a flawless masterpiece crafted by the Creator for the lands of Africa. With divine precision, he designed them as silent guardians of the ecosystem, giants that maintain the delicate balance between water and land. Yet, human greed is turning these peaceful waters into blood-stained battlegrounds, pushing this majestic species to the brink of extinction. Protecting the hippos is not just about saving an animal. It is about honoring the sacred design that God has woven into nature itself. If we allow poachers to steal their lives, we are defying the very act of creation. We must act now, before the rivers of the savannah become mere echoes of the silenced roars of giants lost forever. The temperate savanna stretches like a vast golden tapestry, from Kruger National Park to Pilanesberg and Galagadi. Here, the tall grasses sway in the wind, and the acacia trees, Acacia tortilis, stand resilient beneath the endless blue sky, enduring both drought and raging wildfires. This is no paradise. This is a land where nature tests every creature, where only the strongest and most resilient survive. And in this unforgiving landscape, one colossal beast walks with an aura of reverence: the African rhinoceros, Ceratotherium semum, one of the most iconic animals of the South African grasslands. Nature has sculpted the African rhino into a living fortress, a creature that seems carved from stone. It is the largest of the 5 remaining rhinoceros species, with a body weighing up to 5,500 pounds, 2,500 kilograms, and stretching over 13 feet, 4 meters long. Second only to the 3 existing elephant species, it is one of the largest land mammals on Earth, but its true power lies not just in its immense size. It lies in its endurance, adaptability, and a legacy of survival spanning millions of years. The most defining feature of the African rhino is its broad, square-shaped mouth, a divine adaptation designed for grazing on short grasses. Each day, a fully grown rhino can consume up to 265 pounds, 120 kilograms, of grass, playing a crucial role in maintaining the balance of the savanna. As they move across the land, they regulate vegetation growth, clearing space for smaller species and ensuring the ecosystem functions in perfect harmony. They do not merely live in the savanna, they shape it. But if there is one symbol that captures both the greatness and the tragedy of the African rhinoceros, it is the mighty horns that adorn its head. These 2 massive horns, made of keratin, the same material as human hair and fingernails, are powerful tools for defense, used to fight off even the most dangerous predators, from lions to crocodiles. The front horn can grow up to 65 inches, 1.65 meters, long 0.65 meters, long 0.65 meters, long cut, weighing an average of 8.8 pounds, 4 kilograms. Yet, it is this very horn that has made the rhino one of the most relentlessly hunted animals on Earth. The survival story of the African rhino is one of both triumph and heartbreak. By the late 19th century, they were on the brink of extinction, with only about 20 individuals remaining in the wild. But through tireless conservation efforts, their numbers began to rise in one of the most remarkable wildlife recovery stories of our time. As of 2023, an estimated 18,000 African rhinos remain, primarily in Kruger and Galagadi national parks. These lands provide the ideal environment: wet summers that allow the grasslands to flourish, and dry winters that sustain an abundant food supply. But even after surviving millions of years of evolution, they now face their greatest threat: humankind. According to Save the Rhino, more than 450 African rhinos were killed in South Africa in 2022 alone, their horns taken for illegal trade, primarily driven by markets in Asia. They are not slaughtered for food. They are not hunted for self-defense. They are killed for a false belief, the myth that their horns bring power, luck, or even serve as medicine. But this is too high a price to pay for superstition. Nature did not create these gentle giants to be trophies. They were meant to roam freely across the vast plains, not to be casualties of human greed. Every rhino killed is not just an individual loss. It is the destruction of a legacy that has endured for millions of years. Yet, there is hope. As long as conservationists continue the fight, as long as people recognize the true value of nature, as long as we protect these lands, the African rhino still has a future. Not confined within fences or small reserves, but out in the open, where they can roam as they were meant to, under the vast African sky, living as nature intended. As the sun sets over the South African plains, casting golden light over the towering forms of the rhinos, they march on, unaware of the battle being waged for their survival. They do not know of the threats looming over them, but they know one thing for certain: as long as the grasslands remain, as long as the open skies stretch above them, the African rhino will continue to walk this earth. A living legacy of the wild.
But who is the true ruler? Is it the wolf pack? With their cunning and relentless hunting strategies, is it the grizzly bear, an unstoppable force capable of taking down any challenger? Or is there an invisible force pulling the strings, an unyielding hand of fate, or the supreme power of creation itself? Welcome to Wild Yellowstone, where the lords of the wilderness step into the dance of life and death. Yellowstone, a land where nature asserts its ultimate dominion, where life and death intertwine in a brutal and eternal dance. This is the kingdom of primordial rulers, where thousands of bison and the legendary grey wolf packs wage an unending battle. They are opposing forces bound by fate, locked in nature's relentless cycle since the dawn of time. The cycle of Yellowstone is not merely about life emerging or death taking hold. It is an unyielding rhythm etched by the hand of creation. When one species falls, another rises, as if guided by an irreversible decree. In this land, survival is not just a matter of strength. It is a test of adaptation, instinct, and an unbreakable will forged through nature's harshest trials. Nestled within the heart of the mighty Rocky Mountains, Yellowstone is more than just a national park. It is an impregnable fortress of untamed wilderness. Spanning over 3,468 square miles, surpassing the combined size of Rhode Island and Delaware, this land is a breathtaking masterpiece sculpted entirely by the hand of the Creator. When winter arrives, Yellowstone transforms into a battlefield of survival. A thick, unending veil of snow blankets the land, burying all traces of life and turning every step into a grueling test of endurance. with snowfall ranging from 150 inches in the lower valleys to a staggering 400 inches atop the highest peaks. Winter in Yellowstone is not merely a challenge, it is a brutal reckoning, a merciless trial where only the strongest prevail. Winter in Yellowstone is more than just a season. It is nature's ultimate trial, a frigid night that feels endless. Only the strongest, the smartest, and the most resilient creatures can endure its relentless grasp. Yet, amid the brutality of ice and snow, nature weaves extraordinary tales of strength, adaptation, and survival against all odds. Standing tall in this unforgiving wilderness is a living symbol of resilience. The bison, Yellowstone's most formidable giant. Yellowstone is not just a land of breathtaking landscapes. It is the last stronghold of the largest publicly owned bison herd in the United States. Once, these majestic beasts roamed the vast plains in numbers ranging from 30 to 60 million, dominating the heart of the continent. But history and human intervention drove them to the edge of extinction. By 1902, only 23 bison remained. Yet through extraordinary conservation efforts, their population made a remarkable recovery, reaching between 4,500 and 5,500 by 2023. Yellowstone remains the guardian of this species' wild lineage, preserving the untamed spirit of one of North America's greatest creatures. The bison is the largest land mammal in North America. Mature bulls stand up to 6 feet tall at the shoulder and weigh between 1,000 and 2,200 pounds, while females are smaller, weighing around 800 to 1,200 pounds. When winter descends, temperatures can plummet to 40 degrees and 40 degrees, and howling winds tear through the forests, freezing everything in their path. Yet the bison do not falter. They are armed with a natural suit of armor, a specialized 2-layer coat built for survival. An outer layer of long, coarse hair acts as a barrier against the biting wind, like an impenetrable fortress. An inner layer of dense, insulating fur traps warmth, preserving their vital body heat even when ice clings to their massive frames. While many animals seek shelter to escape the brutal cold, bison stand firm amid the blizzard, a true warrior of the wild. Before the snow begins to fall, bison prepare for the brutal months ahead by storing a thick layer of fat, making up 10 to 15% of their body weight. This fat reserve is their lifeline, sustaining them through the long, food-scarce winter. As the cold sets in, they move less, seeking food only in accessible areas. Every action is deliberate, each step a calculated effort to conserve energy, like a flickering oil lamp struggling against the deep winter night. But bison do not remain idle. They migrate seasonally, searching for areas with thinner snow cover or lower elevations where grass is easier to reach. Yet even when snow blankets the land in layers several feet thick, they have a way to uncover their food. With sheer strength, their massive heads and powerful necks become tools of survival. Using their foreheads like a plow, they sweep away the snow, clearing a path to the hidden grass below. This instinct is vital because in Yellowstone's unforgiving winter, the inability to find food means certain death. Bison may appear calm, sometimes even sluggish, but their survival instincts are nothing short of formidable. During the breeding season from June to September, peaking in July and August, mature bulls return to the herd, engaging in fierce battles for mating rights. These dramatic duels between Yellowstone's warriors unfold as thousands of pounds of muscle collide and razor-sharp horns strike with thunderous force. The greatest challenge isn't their own kind, it's the predators. Despite their massive size, bison must contend with Yellowstone's most formidable hunters, gray wolves and North American grizzly bears. As winter tightens its grip and food grows scarce, these predators become bolder, hungrier, and more ruthless than ever. In 2023, researchers from the Yellowstone Wildlife Research Institute recorded a sharp increase in encounters between wolves and bison. But what's truly remarkable is that bison are never easy prey. When cornered, they can sprint at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour, 56 kilometers, an astonishing feat for an animal weighing over a ton. And when forced to fight, they unleash their razor-sharp horns and devastating headbutts, using their massive weight to crush any threat in their path. A lone wolf, no chance. A pack of wolves, not guaranteed. Mother bison in particular will fight to the bitter end to protect their calves. A single kick from their powerful hind legs can send a grown wolf flying. In some cases, entire wolf packs have been forced to retreat, unable to overcome the sheer resilience and determination of a united bison herd. In the legends of the wild, Yellowstone is more than just a national park. It is a grand stage where legendary predators emerge from the shadows of history to continue their epic tale of survival. Among the icons of this land, the North American grey wolf, Canis lupus, strides forward like a fearless warrior, upholding the delicate balance of the ecosystem through centuries of change. Millions of years ago, the ancestors of grey wolves roamed the icy plains and towering forests of Eurasia. As the Ice Age cast its shadow over the earth, a pioneering group of wolves dared to cross the Bering Land Bridge, the gateway connecting Asia and North America. From there, they embarked on an extraordinary journey across the continent, where mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and other prehistoric giants once ruled. But time is relentless. As the titans of the Ice Age faded into extinction, the grey wolf did not fall. They adapted, refining their hunting strategies, shifting their focus from mammoths to moose, bison, and wild deer. Wolves are not just predators, they are masters of survival, warriors who refuse to bow to the trials of time. Before European settlers arrived in North America, grey wolves were the true monarchs of the land. From the frozen Arctic to the deserts of Mexico, from the Atlantic to the Pacific, their haunting howls echoed across mountains, prairies, and forests. But then a new force emerged: humankind. In the 19th century, human expansion transformed vast wilderness into farmland, replacing wild herds with domestic livestock. Wolves, once the rulers of the land, were suddenly branded as enemies to be eradicated. Ruthless campaigns of hunting, poisoning, and shooting followed. By 1920, the last howl of the grey wolf had fallen silent in Yellowstone, leaving behind a broken and unbalanced ecosystem. But nature does not forget. In 1995 to 1996, humanity sought to make amends through one of the boldest conservation efforts in history, reintroducing grey wolves to Yellowstone. 31 wolves from Canada were released into the land that was once theirs. And like a song left unfinished, their howls once again resonated through the forests, awakening Yellowstone from a 70-year slumber. The wolves' return was more than just a repopulation, it was an ecological miracle. They restored forests, balanced elk populations, revitalized bird life, beaver colonies, and even reshaped the very flow of rivers and streams. Today, approximately 94 wolves, divided into 8 major packs, rule Yellowstone, while the broader ecosystem supports a population fluctuating between 528 and 883 individuals. These proud predators are not only remarkable for their survival skills, but also for their sheer physical presence. Height, 26 to 32 inches at the shoulder. Weight, 100 pounds, 130 pounds, males. 80, 110 pounds, females. Thick double-layered fur allows them to endure brutal temperatures as low as 40 degrees. A striking 45–50% of Yellowstone's wolves sport black coats, a rare genetic inheritance from ancient interbreeding with domestic dogs. Black fur is not just a symbol of mystery, it also offers a survival advantage. Studies suggest that the black coat gene may provide resistance to certain diseases, particularly canine distemper virus, one of the deadliest biological threats to wolves. Wolves do not live alone. They are disciplined warriors bound by the structure of the pack. Each pack consists of 4 to 15 members, led by an alpha pair, the undisputed king and queen. Packs do not just hunt together, they fiercely defend their vast territories, ranging from 50 to 1,000 square miles. The size of their domain depends on food availability and competition. When prey is abundant, packs claim smaller, well-guarded territories. In leaner times, they expand their range, engaging in brutal battles with rival packs to survive. Yellowstone is not just a place, it is a living story, a grand stage, where the grey wolf continues to write the epic saga of the wild. From the icy tundras of the past to battles against humanity and their miraculous resurgence, these wolves have proven that they are more than just predators. They are the very soul of Yellowstone, and their howls, echoing through the mighty mountains, will never fade into silence. In the frozen kingdom of Yellowstone, where nature tests every creature with its unforgiving wrath, one giant stands tall, a fearless warrior of the wild, the moose. Amid the snow-covered forests, its deep, resonant grunts echo like a proclamation of strength and pride. Scientifically known as Altis altis, the moose is not only the tallest and largest member of the deer family, but also one of the greatest surviving relics of the Ice Age. A living testament to endurance, it plays a silent yet vital role in maintaining the delicate balance of Yellowstone's ecosystem. Its sheer size alone makes the moose a towering monument of nature. Height, 6 to 7 feet at the shoulder. Weight, 900 to 1,600 pounds, males, 800, 1,300 pounds, females. But what truly elevates the moose to legendary status is its colossal antlers, a crown of dominance stretching up to 6 feet across, a symbol of unparalleled power. When the mating season arrives, the forests become a natural battlefield, where the thunderous clash of antlers rings out like war drums announcing battle. Winter in Yellowstone spares no one, as piercing winds howl through the valleys and the land is entombed in ice. the moose endures, standing firm against nature's cruelty with its thick, armor-like coat. Outer layer, coarse, dense fur acting as a shield against the cutting wind. Inner layer, soft, insulating wool that traps body heat, keeping it warm even at 40 degrees. But even with this natural protection, winter remains a battle for survival. When snowfall blankets the land in an endless sea of white, food becomes a buried treasure, hidden beneath layers of ice. Moose are forced to migrate for hundreds of miles, seeking areas with thinner snow where life still clings on. Not all will survive the journey. Despite their immense strength and size, moose are not alone on the battlefield of the wild. They are prime targets for the North American grey wolf, a predator known for its intelligence, patience, and pack strategy. A full-grown moose, armed with antlers like mythic blades and legs as sturdy as steel columns, can crush a wolf with a single devastating kick. But wolves do not hunt alone. They work as a team, stalking, exhausting, and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The young, the weak, and those weary from the harsh winter become their primary targets. The chase between a wolf pack and a moose is a deadly ballet of nature. The pursuit stretches for miles, from the frozen plains to the dense forests. When cornered, a moose will turn and fight, each antler thrust a lethal weapon, each thunderous kick a force to be reckoned with. But if the wolves are too many, the tide of battle shifts. Through the trials of nature, through the relentless cycle of life and death, the moose continues to stride forward, an indomitable warrior. It is not just a creature of Yellowstone, it is its very essence, its pulse, its lifeblood. With every step imprinted on the frozen earth, with every deep, guttural call reverberating through the ancient forest, the moose writes another chapter in its story, a wild epic where life is more than survival. It is a bold declaration of nature's raw and untamed power. Upon the towering mountains where ancient forests stretch endlessly, where icy rivers carve through vast, untamed plains, God placed the grizzly bear at the heart of Yellowstone, an eternal testament to absolute power. Each step it takes resounds like the echoes of time, its curved claws razor-sharp, forged by the fire of nature itself. The grizzly is not merely a wild beast, it is the embodiment of will, dominance, and an unshakable reign. With a back as broad as a stone fortress and colossal limbs capable of crushing any who dare to challenge it, the grizzly does not merely survive, it rules. But brute strength alone does not make a ruler. God did not create the grizzly as a mindless force of destruction. He bestowed upon it the cold intellect of a master predator. In its deep brown eyes lies not just the untamed wild, but a terrifying precision. Every step is a calculated move, every strike a ruthless verdict decreed by nature itself. As spring returns to Yellowstone, the snow melts and rivers surge with life, carrying salmon back to their spawning grounds. The grizzly bear needs no bow, no trap, only the blessed hands given by God. With a mighty swipe, its claws plunge into the frigid waters, lifting writhing fish from the currents. One strike, one roar, and the feast begins. When summer arrives, the meadows flourish, and moose and deer graze in peace. But in the shadows of the ancient forest, the grizzly watches. It does not chase blindly like the cheetah. It waits, it calculates. It strikes when the moment is perfect. A lone calf separated from its herd. An old stag too weak to flee. One powerful charge, one thunderous bite, and fate is sealed. But God did not create the grizzly merely to hunt. He made it a conqueror. When the grey wolves, the most strategic predators of the wild, bring down their prey after a long and calculated hunt, they believe they have earned their reward. But the darkness in the forest stirs. A colossal figure emerges under the fading sunlight. The grizzly does not need to ambush. It does not need to hide. It only needs to step forward. A single earth-shattering roar cleaves through the air. The piercing eyes of the wolves flicker with hesitation. Faced with a living tempest of raw power, they must make a choice. Stand their ground and risk everything, or surrender to a force even nature itself respects. At times, the wolves gather, circling the grizzly, their teeth bared, growls echoing through the dim forest. But the giant stands unshaken, a monument carved by the hands of the Creator himself. With a single swipe of its massive paw, a wolf can be sent flying, bones shattering, life extinguished in an instant. And so 3 out of 10 times the wolves abandon their kill, because in the law of the wild, the strongest always reigns. But God did not grant the grizzly bear its strength merely for destruction. It was given to protect and sustain balance. When the grizzly digs for roots and tubers in the fall, the remnants of its meals enrich the forest floor, nourishing the land. As it roams along rivers, its thick fur carries seeds from place to place, sowing life with every step. And when winter blankets Yellowstone in an endless sea of white, the grizzly retreats into the depths of its den, surrendering to a silent slumber. No hunting, no conflict, no struggle, only sleep like a god watching over the world, allowing nature to move as it was destined to by the hands of the Creator, not the fastest, not the strongest, but the most majestic. No weapons, no allies, only itself. A living wonder placed upon Yellowstone by the divine. A reminder that true power in nature is not just in claws and fangs, but in the balance that every creature was given. And so in the heart of this vast and untamed wilderness, beneath the towering forests and snow-capped peaks, the grizzly still roams, still roars, still reigns, an eternal creation of God.
Above the wild skies of Yellowstone, where snow-capped peaks stretch toward the heavens, where shimmering rivers carve their way through endless green forests, God placed the bald eagle, a living embodiment of power, freedom, and absolute majesty. With colossal wings spread like sails catching the winds of the divine, with piercing eyes that see through the water's surface from miles away, and with talons as sharp as the blades of fate, the bald eagle is more than a bird. It is pure sovereignty, an immortal symbol of the North American sky. Since the beginning of time, God has granted this bird dominion over the skies. not because it is the fastest nor the largest, but because it possesses the flawless design of a supreme predator. Its eyes can spot a fish swimming beneath the water from hundreds of feet in the air. Its talons, when clenched, exert a grip 10 times stronger than a human fighter's. When the bald eagle locks onto its target, it does not hesitate. It does not falter. There is only speed, precision, and an inescapable fate. From high above, it watches, patient as a celestial judge. Then, with a single beat of its mighty wings, it dives like a heavenly arrow, piercing through the clouds, ripping through the sky at over 100 miles per hour. 100 miles per hour, 160 kilometers per h. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3, and its talons clamp down, lifting the prey from the water, carrying it to the heavens of a true ruler. But God did not gift the bald eagle with strength only for the hunt. He bestowed upon it an unyielding pride. It does not merely hunt, it claims dominion. Along the great rivers and vast lakes of Yellowstone, no creature dares challenge its rule. If a great horned owl or a falcon dares to trespass, a skybound battle erupts, an aerial storm of talons and feathers. With mighty wings that cleave through the wind and razor-sharp strikes as swift as silver swords, the bald eagle defends its kingdom with the divine authority granted by God Himself. To witness a bald eagle soaring through the sky is more than simply watching a bird of prey. It is to see the very soul of North America, to feel the breath of freedom itself. For centuries, Native Americans have revered the bald eagle as a messenger of the divine. Its feathers are sacred symbols of courage, strength, and honor. When a warrior proved his valor, he did not receive a medal. He received an eagle feather, a mark of unwavering loyalty and resilience. When the founding fathers of the United States sought a worthy emblem for their new nation, they did not choose the lion, nor the bear, nor the serpent. They chose the bald eagle, because no creature on earth embodies the spirit of liberty and power as it does. But God did not gift the bald eagle with strength alone. He blessed it with a heart of unwavering devotion. When a bald eagle chooses a mate, it is not a fleeting choice. It does not wander. It does not waver. It commits for life. Each year, as the snows melt and Yellowstone awakens with the first touch of sunlight, mated pairs reunite, returning to the same nest they built together. They do not merely live together. They strengthen and expand their home, branch by branch, feather, fragment by fragment of time itself. Their love is not just a bond. It is the foundation of a new generation. When the eggs hatch, when the young eaglets open their eyes to the world for the first time, they do not just see light. They see family. They see legacy. They see the mission etched into every beat of the wings they will one day inherit. But the bald eagle is not merely a symbol, nor just a predator. It is a guardian of the balance that God ordained. By preying on fish and weaker animals, it maintains the harmony of Yellowstone's rivers and lakes. Without it, fish populations could spiral out of control, disrupting the fragile ecosystem. Even in its most primal instincts, hunting, living, thriving, the bald eagle serves as nature's steward, an unseen hand ensuring equilibrium between land, water, and sky. And when a bald eagle dies, when its body returns to the earth, it still leaves behind an immortal legacy. The remains in its nest, fish bones, scattered feathers, fragments of past hunts, nourish the soil, feeding the trees, continuing the eternal cycle of life. In the dense forests where towering trees intertwine into natural arches, where the moon casts silver shadows upon the snow-covered earth, God placed the lynx in Yellowstone, a quiet predator, a phantom of the wild. It does not possess the thunderous roar of the gray wolf, nor the colossal frame of the grizzly bear. Instead, the lynx wields a weapon few creatures can match: absolute silence. Beneath its thick winter coat, beneath those piercing golden eyes that burn like torches in the night, the lynx is the embodiment of precision and ruthless efficiency in the art of the hunt. God did not create the lynx to rival the speed of the cheetah, nor did he grant it the raw power of the grizzly. Instead, he gifted it something else: the patience of a hunter in the shadows, the silence of the midnight wind, the precision of a blade that ends all struggles. No haste, no display of power. The lynx waits. Its tufted ears twitch at the faintest whisper of the wind, every strand of fur sensing the world around it. A snowshoe hare strays too far into the tall grass. One heartbeat, one perfect leap, a motion as fluid as a sword slicing through the air. Razor-sharp claws pierce flesh, pinning the prey to the cold earth. No frantic chase, no blood-curdling roar, only silence. And the circle of life turns once more. God did not place the lynx in Yellowstone merely as a hunter. He wove it into the land's delicate balance. When the hare population surges, when voles and ground squirrels multiply unchecked, the lynx emerges like nature's unseen hand, restoring equilibrium before the landscape is stripped bare. With its quiet presence, the lynx protects the meadows, ensuring vegetation is not overgrazed, preserving food sources for other creatures in the web of life. It is neither a conqueror nor a destroyer that God entrusted to Yellowstone, a shadow warrior that God entrusted to Yellowstone, ensuring that its rhythms remain unbroken. As spring arrives, Yellowstone awakens with the songs of birds, the sight of bison calves galloping across the plains, and bear cubs witnessing sunlight for the first time. Yet, the lynx keeps its distance, watching from the depths of the ancient forest. Then winter arrives, smothering the land in a blanket of white. The hares now number in the thousands, ground squirrels scurry for shelter. The lynx moves through the frozen wilderness, its thick fur fluffed like a royal cloak, its massive paws gliding effortlessly across deep snow where others would sink. In the frigid darkness, it hunts. Every step weightless, every leap precise. No one hears it. No one hears it. No one sees it. Only its tracks remain, fleeting imprints on the snow, a whispered memory of an unseen ruler. And so, through the long centuries of Yellowstone, the lynx endures, silent, unseen, yet ever faithful to its purpose. Not for glory, not for power, but for the eternal balance of creation. God did not place the lynx in this world to be praised, but to become a part of nature's great symphony. Not the strongest, not the fastest, but the perfect phantom, a hunter even nature itself reveres in quiet respect. And so, though no one hears its roar, though no one witnesses its battles, the lynx remains, a silent specter of Yellowstone, a warrior placed upon this earth by God to guard the beating heart of the deep forest. Among the towering peaks, where the wind howls through sheer rock faces, where the golden light of the sun bathes the rugged slopes, God placed the bighorn sheep in Yellowstone, a conqueror of nature, a living monument to strength, endurance, and an unbreakable will. Unlike the fierce predators that roam the valleys below, the bighorn sheep is neither loud nor brutal. Yet, it stands as a master of adaptation, a creature sculpted for survival in places where even raging blizzards cannot claim dominion. With its majestic, curling horns, a crown of a true warrior, and its sure-footed hooves gripping the narrowest of ledges, the bighorn sheep does not merely endure. It rules a kingdom few dare to enter. God did not create the bighorn sheep to roam the grassy plains, nor did he place it within the dense forests. Instead, he set it upon the perilous cliffs, where a single misstep means certain death. But rather than succumbing to fear, the bighorn sheep thrives, mastering each jagged rock, each sheer precipice, each blade-thin ridge that others would never dare to tread. Its steps are as light as the wind, yet as firm as stone. Its hooves a divine gift, gripping onto surfaces so treacherous that even the most agile beasts would hesitate. When a winter storm sweeps across the mountains, when the cold tightens its grip upon Yellowstone, the bighorn sheep does not seek shelter, does not flee. It stands, as unshaken as the cliffs themselves, a testament to God's unyielding strength. Yet, even as the master of the cliffs, the bighorn sheep is not spared from the relentless trials of Yellowstone. As winter deepens and the land is swallowed by ice, food becomes scarce. It must climb higher, travel farther, searching for the last remaining patches of dry grass hidden among the frozen rocks. But nature's trials do not end there. God did not test the bighorn sheep with the elements alone. He set predators upon its path. The gray wolf, master of strategy, the grizzly, titan of the wilderness, and sometimes the mountain lion, the ghostly hunter of the cliffs. Yet, the bighorn sheep is no easy prey. When hunted, it does not flee in blind panic. It climbs higher and higher beyond the reach of those who pursue it, to ledges so steep and narrow that no predator can follow. And if cornered, it fights. With horns curled like nature's scythe as it charges, delivering bone-shattering blows capable of felling a wolf in a single strike. One clash of its mighty head can send an attacker tumbling from the heights, a brutal warning that even the hunted can become the hunter. Though it lives in the most unforgiving of landscapes, the bighorn sheep never bows to hardship. From the moment it takes its first steps as a lamb, it learns the ways of the cliffs, forging itself through trials that few could endure. It is not born to be protected. It is born to stand alone, to leave its mark upon the mountains where no other beast dares to tread. And when spring returns, when the sun once again kisses the peaks of Yellowstone, the first cries of newborn bighorn lambs echo from the cliffs. They are living proof of a species that has defied time, of a will that God Himself has instilled, a strength that can never be broken. It does not rely on speed. It does not wield sheer power. Yet it dominates landscapes where even the fiercest of creatures fear to go. God did not create the bighorn sheep for battle, but if challenged, it does not retreat. He did not place it in easy pastures, but upon the most treacherous cliffs, so that with every step it may prove that strength is not just in muscle, but in will. And so, upon the towering peaks of Yellowstone, among the sheer rock faces where only the sky and the wind are its companions, the bighorn sheep climbs still, defying gravity, defying the elements, defying the very limits of nature itself, because it is not merely an animal. It is a conqueror, a guardian of the cliffs, a creature of defiance, placed upon this earth by God to remind us that no obstacle is insurmountable, no challenge unconquerable. Amid the gentle currents of winding rivers, beneath the tranquil reflection of the sky upon still lakes, God placed the North American beaver in Yellowstone, not as a predator, not as a conqueror, but as a master architect, a tireless craftsman shaping the wonders of the wild. It does not wield the razor-sharp claws of the mountain lion, nor the deadly speed of the gray wolf, nor the overwhelming power of the grizzly bear. Instead, the beaver possesses something far greater: persistence, intelligence, and the hands of a builder. God did not create the beaver to wander aimlessly. He gave it a divine mission: to transform the wilderness, to sculpt watery gardens, to bring life where there was none. As the golden hues of sunset dance upon the surface of Yellowstone's lakes, the beaver is more than just an animal. It is a craftsman, a planner, an architect of nature. With chisel-like incisors as sharp as a carpenter's blade, it fells mighty trees, clearing the way for the grand structures etched into its very instincts by God Himself. When rushing waters threaten to wash away the land, when floods threaten to erase entire valleys, the beaver does not run. It builds, branch by branch, log by log, willow by 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 willow. It constructs, not merely blocking the flow of water, but shaping it, turning barren stretches into thriving wetlands where fish multiply, where waterfowl find sanctuary, where trees take root in the enriched soil. The dams the beaver builds are not just homes, they are the foundation of entire ecosystems, shelters for hundreds of creatures that rely on the stability it provides. But Yellowstone is no gentle paradise, and the beaver is not granted an existence free of trials. It does not hunt, but it is hunted, a target for silent predators lurking along the riverbanks. The gray wolf waits in the reeds, the mountain lion stalks from the shadows, the grizzly bear prowls the waterways, all watching, waiting for a moment of weakness. But God did not make the beaver defenseless. When darkness falls, when the breath of predators lingers over the silent waters, the beaver does not flee. It disappears. Through the labyrinth of tunnels and hidden pathways it has carved beneath the river, it slips away beyond the reach of fang or claw. It dives deep, slapping its broad tail against the water, a warning to its kin, before vanishing into the safety of its submerged fortress. God did not create the beaver to fight, but to survive through ingenuity. But the beaver's mission is greater than its own survival. Through its relentless construction, it guides the rivers, prevents erosion, and carves out the wetlands, those hidden oases where forests flourish, where migratory birds find rest, where fish thrive in the cool depths. Without the beaver, rivers would rage unchecked, sweeping away the land. Without the beaver, shallow waters would dry, leaving the landscape barren. God did not place the beaver in Yellowstone as just another creature, but as a vital force woven into the ecosystem itself. It does not roar like the lion. It does not hunt like the wolf. It does not wander like the bear. It builds, it creates, it preserves. And when the streams flow strong, when the forests at the river's edge grow lush and green, when the waters teem with life, that is the beaver's legacy, the silent mark of an unseen architect whom God entrusted to shape the land. Not the strongest, not the fastest, but the one who changes the world in its own way. And so, amid the rushing rivers, beneath the towering trees of the lakeshore, the beaver toils on, unceasing, unyielding, constructing water kingdoms that no other creature could ever create. God did not make the beaver a warrior. He made it a guardian, a creator, a keeper of Yellowstone's eternal rhythm. Deep within the ancient forests of Yellowstone, where crystal-clear streams weave through emerald valleys, where towering trees cast their endless shadows, God placed the black bear, a traveler through time, a warrior of the shadows, an embodiment of endurance and adaptability. Not a ruthless predator like the mountain lion, not an unstoppable force like the grizzly, not a pack hunter like the gray wolf, The black bear does not need to dominate to survive. It does not need to fight to claim victory. It simply follows the path God intended, living in its own way, strong yet silent, independent yet resilient, a survivor that never yields. Across the vast meadows and through the thick woodlands, the black bear claims no kingdom, no fixed domain. It does not build empires like the beaver. It does not relentlessly hunt like the wolf, nor does it steal like the grizzly. It is a wanderer, a silent shadow slipping through Yellowstone, surviving by sheer wit and instinct. God did not grant it the fastest legs, but He gave it silent footsteps. God did not give it the deadliest claws, but He blessed it with agility and intelligence. God did not make it a ruler, but He gifted it wisdom to avoid unnecessary battles. When spring arrives, the black bear does not rush into conflict over food like other predators. It understands that in nature, survival belongs not to the strongest, but to the smartest. It follows the rivers, seeking the first berries of the season. It overturns stones to find insects, digs into damp earth to unearth sweet roots. And when necessary, it becomes a predator, striking down an isolated fawn or snatching an unwary squirrel from the treetops. But the black bear does not hunt for dominance. It hunts for survival, playing its role in the delicate balance that God Himself has woven into the fabric of nature. The phantom of the forest, when danger approaches, but Yellowstone is no sanctuary for the weak. The gray wolves hunt in disciplined packs, the mountain lion stalks from the shadows, and the grizzly takes what it pleases. Yet, among these powerful predators, the black bear persists, not through brute force, but through cunning and strategy. When a grizzly lumbers too close, the black bear does not stand and fight. It does not waste energy in a battle it cannot win. It simply disappears. Silent as the wind, swift as a shadow, it vanishes before danger can ever reach it. But when its cubs are threatened, when it is backed into a corner, the black bear does not flee. With razor-sharp claws and a strike powerful enough to break bone, the black bear transforms into a warrior, a fighter that refuses to fall. As icy winds sweep through the valleys, as the earth is buried beneath deep snow, as other creatures struggle to find food, the black bear is ready. It does not hunt in the blizzards like the gray wolf. It does not face the cold alone like the mountain lion. It does not scavenge for scraps like the grizzly. The black bear has already prepared. All summer and fall, it wandered the forests of Yellowstone, gathering every berry, every fish, every scrap of food nature had to offer. It has stored enough energy to turn winter into rest rather than a fight for survival. As the first snows begin to fall, the black bear retreats to a hidden den, curling up in the thick coat God gave it, and surrenders to a deep sleep, not out of weakness, but to rebuild its strength, not to hide, but to prepare for the coming spring. It does not have the strongest claws. It does not have the fastest legs. It does not have the largest domain. Yet, the black bear endures, thrives, and walks through Yellowstone as a supreme survivor, a creature that defies the odds not with brute strength, but with intelligence and adaptability. And when spring returns, when the forests glow with golden sunlight, the black bear awakens, stepping out of its den once more, continuing its eternal journey as a nomad of the wild, a silent warrior whom God placed in this land to remind the world that in nature, the true victor is not the strongest, but the one who learns to adapt. And so, in the wilderness of Yellowstone, among ancient trees and glacial rivers, the black bear still walks, an immortal witness of time, a survivor who will never bow. Beneath the Earth's surface, where fire smolders in deep, unseen fissures, where steam rises from ancient underground veins, where glacial rivers carve the breathtaking valleys, God created Yellowstone as a masterpiece, a flawless fragment of nature, a world where life and wilderness are bound together in an unchanging order. Yellowstone is not merely a land, not just forests stretching endlessly, mountains standing resolute, or vast plains fading into the horizon. It is a symphony of nature where every creature, from the smallest to the mightiest, plays an irreplaceable role in the eternal dance of life. Here, rulers of the sky command the heavens. Bald eagles soar above, their wings casting shadows over the meadows and winding rivers, guardians of the wild, messengers sent by God to watch over this sacred land. Here, wanderers of the deep forests walk their untamed paths. Gray wolves move through the misty dawn, Yellowstone's cold-hearted warriors, enforcing nature's law with the instincts and wisdom bestowed upon them by the Creator. Here, giants of the wilderness observe in silence. Grizzlies stand at the river's edge, gazing upon the flowing waters as if they have witnessed the passage of thousands of years, as if they embody time itself. Here, builders of the future toil endlessly, fulfilling the mission nature entrusted to them. Beavers sculpt the landscape, carving rivers, shaping wetlands, and maintaining the balance of the ecosystem, not with brute force, but with precision and patience. Every creature here is not just alive, it is part of an eternal cycle. No being is without purpose. No existence is in vain. Yellowstone is not a land of stillness. It is a place of movement, a perpetual song, a cycle of life and death, of freezing winters and rebirth in spring. When spring arrives, glacial streams thaw, releasing pure waters across the plains. Newborn moose take their first shaky steps. Bear cubs emerge from their dens to see the world for the first time, and wolf packs howl to signal the beginning of a new era. When summer unfolds, Yellowstone wears a vibrant green mantle. Bison herds thunder across the open grasslands, deer prance through shaded groves, and eagles soar in the boundless sky, watching over a world teeming with life. Then autumn sweeps in, bringing crisp winds and golden hues to the forests. This is the season of preparation. Wolves hunt with greater urgency, grizzlies and black bears scavenge the last berries of summer, and flocks of migrating birds trace their ancient roots across the sky. And when winter drapes the land in white, Yellowstone does not die. It sleeps, it breathes, it waits to awaken once more in the light of spring. Nothing is accidental. Nothing is random. Everything in Yellowstone exists by divine design. Every mountain, every river, every endless plain, they are the scriptures of nature. Every gust of wind, every howl of the wolf, every wingbeat of the eagle, they are whispers of the Creator. Every life that begins and ends, every dawn that breaks and every night that falls, they are the movements of an unending symphony composed by God Himself. Yellowstone is not just a park, not just a wilderness. It is proof of nature's eternity, of creation's strength, of the perfect balance set forth by God. And so, as time passes, as winters return, as wolves vanish and reappear, as grizzlies are born and fade, as rivers carve new paths, Yellowstone remains a symbol of untouched wilderness, a divine jewel of the world, a living testament to the ever-turning cycle of life. God created Yellowstone not just for humankind to behold, but for nature to sing its own song, for life to write its own story. A story with no end, a symphony that never ceases, a legend that time can never erase.
Of life on our planet. Through millennia, the Amazon has stood as a witness to the rise and fall of ancient civilizations. Then, in the 16th century, Portuguese explorers set foot in Brazil for the first time. Awestruck by the vastness and richness of the Amazon, a kingdom of millions of plant and animal species, dazzling and vibrant like nowhere else on Earth. Today, the Amazon is known as the largest ecosystem on the planet, spanning nearly 6.7 million square kilometers across 9 countries, with its most vibrant heart in Brazil. Home to 60% of this vast region, the mighty rivers of the Amazon, stretching over 7,000 kilometers, flow like giant arteries, delivering life to every corner of the forest. It is the largest river in the world by water volume, a natural wonder unparalleled in its magnificence. The Amazon is more than just rivers and dense jungles. Its tropical climate, with abundant rainfall of up to 2 meters annually and steady temperatures ranging from 25 to 30 degrees Celsius, creates a vibrant tapestry where the forest remains lush and green, nurturing and sheltering thousands of rare plant and animal species. God did not simply create the Amazon as a forest. He composed a living symphony where every creature dances in a wondrous rhythm of life, all in harmony with the cadence of nature. The Amazon is more than a region. It is home to 390 billion trees, each one a heartbeat of the planet. These trees, belonging to 16,000 different species, collectively form the lungs of the Earth, absorbing billions of tons of carbon dioxide and releasing pure oxygen, the very essence of life for us all. But the Amazon's wonders don't stop there. It is home to 10% of all known species on Earth, from over 3 million species of invertebrates, 2,200 species of fish, 427 species of mammals, 1,300 species of birds, to 400 species of amphibians. Each creature plays its part in the eternal symphony of life. After each tropical rain, the Amazon awakens in a mystical veil of mist. The forest floor quickly bursts with new life, reminding us of the endless cycle of existence. In His infinite wisdom, God designed a flawless ecosystem where trees not only rise from the earth but also filter the air, generate water, and maintain balance for the entire planet. Imagine these colossal biological machines, billions of trees in the Amazon, silently absorbing carbon from the sky and releasing pure oxygen each day. They are not merely trees, they are guardians of life, silent warriors against the passage of time. As the first light of dawn pierces through the dense canopy, it paints a shimmering masterpiece, awakening a vibrant world. The lowland tropical forests of the Amazon resemble a mythical green labyrinth where towering giants over 60 meters tall stand majestically, sheltering thousands of smaller plants thriving in their shade. The Amazon is more than a forest. It is the pulsing heart of the planet, where life flourishes in perfect harmony. Every drop of water, every branch, every breath is a miracle of creation. In the beginning, when the Amazon was a mysterious land cloaked in the breath of creation, God brought forth the Waorani people, the first children of the forest. They were born not only from the earth and waters of the Amazon, but also from His will and profound love for this magnificent jungle. The Waorani were not conquerors, they were protectors entrusted with a sacred mission by God. They did not live apart from the forest, they were one with it. Every falling leaf, every flowing stream, every breath of the jungle carried a piece of their soul. God endowed the Waorani with extraordinary intelligence and unmatched adaptability to nature. They learned to move silently among the trees like shadows, hunt with blow darts laced with curare poison, and heal wounds using the roots of the forest. These skills were not merely for survival, but for maintaining the perfect balance of the jungle, which they revered as their sacred home. But the Waorani thrived not only through their skills. God gave them hearts full of love and unity. They lived in tightly knit communities, sharing food, nurturing their children, and protecting one another from harm. Their language was rich and expressive, blending seamlessly with the calls of the birds, as if they were the very voice of the forest itself. The Waorani believe the Amazon is not just a dwelling, but a great mother, nurturing and sheltering them for centuries. When a Waorani passes on, their soul does not disappear. It becomes part of the forest, turning into streams, trees, or the song of a bird at dawn. The Waorani are not just a part of the Amazon, they are the heartbeat of the forest, the guardians of the ancient secrets God wove into every inch of its soil, every drop of its water, and every rhythm of its life. Deep within the Amazon rainforest, where sunlight barely filters through the dense canopy, a majestic and mysterious creature moves silently. This is the jaguar, the uncrowned ruler of the greatest tropical forest on Earth. The jaguar, Panthera onca, is the largest cat in the Americas and the most powerful predator in the Amazon. With unmatched strength and perfect adaptation, the jaguar has become a symbol of power since the dawn of this ancient forest. Its golden coat, adorned with distinctive black rosettes, is not only breathtakingly beautiful but also serves as the perfect camouflage. In the shadows of the rainforest, the jaguar waits in silence, poised for an explosive moment where every leap is an act of precise calculation and every bite is nature's declaration of power. Measuring up to 2.4 meters in length and weighing as much as 100 kilograms, the jaguar is not only massive but also incredibly strong. Its jaws deliver a bite force of up to 10,000 psi, far exceeding that of lions and tigers, making it the apex predator with the most powerful bite in the feline world. Unlike the neck-biting attacks of lions or tigers, the jaguar delivers a razor-sharp and precise strike to the skull, instantly incapacitating its prey. This is not just raw power, it is the art of predation, honed over thousands of years of evolution. The jaguar is not merely a predator, it is a vibrant symbol of balance, maintaining stability in the Amazon ecosystem by controlling other species' populations. In its silent majesty, the jaguar not only reigns over the green expanse but also serves as a quiet guardian of nature. Imagine this forest without the jaguar. Their absence would not only mark the loss of a species but also the disappearance of a vital piece in the magnificent puzzle that is the Amazon. In the dark waters of the Amazon, where sunlight barely penetrates and shadows dominate all, a creature of immense power lies hidden. The ultimate predator of the river, a manifestation of strength and enigma, moves like a phantom, silent, invisible, leaving only fear in its wake. Measuring up to 6 meters in length and weighing over 400 kilograms. And this creature is more than a predator. It is a symbol of authority. Its sleek black skin not only offers protection but also serves as perfect camouflage, blending seamlessly into the dark waters, rendering it invisible to its prey. Only its piercing eyes and nostrils just above the water's surface hint at its presence. A silent yet menacing reminder that the river is never truly at peace. In his infinite wisdom, God endowed this creature with incredible abilities. Its massive jaws deliver an astonishing bite force of 3,700 pounds per square inch. Capable of crushing bones and overpowering any prey, from large fish and mammals to the most daring challengers. But it is not just brute force. It also possesses the intelligence of a masterful hunter. This creature is a patient strategist. It remains motionless in the water, exposing only a fraction of its body as it waits for its prey to approach. Then, with a sudden burst of energy and a deadly snap, the tranquil surface is shattered by the storm of life and death. But this predator is more than a hunter. It is a guardian of the Amazon's ecological balance. By controlling populations of fish and small animals, it ensures that no species overpopulates, safeguarding the region's rich biodiversity. Its role is akin to a compass, guiding the life cycles of the river in seamless harmony. This creature does not merely exist, it thrives as a symbol of resilience and power. During the dry season, it retreats to deeper waters. When the rains return, it moves into flooded areas as if orchestrating the rhythm of the river's life. In the legends of the Amazon's indigenous people, this creature is not merely an animal. It eats tea, a messenger of the river, a symbol of strength and balance. Revered as the living soul of the Amazon, it reminds them of nature's boundless power and the importance of living in harmony with the world. The presence of this creature signifies a healthy ecosystem. Its survival is a reminder that everything in nature is interconnected. When it declines, it signals that the Amazon itself is under threat from human activity. Gaze into the eyes of this creature and you will see the essence of the Amazon River, powerful, enigmatic, and ever-flowing. It is not just a predator, it is the guardian of the river, an eternal symbol of the harmony and strength that God has imprinted upon nature. High in the canopy of the Amazon rainforest, where sunlight filters softly through dense leaves, a swift and graceful creature dances through the air. This is the spider monkey, the master of movement in the jungle, a primate often likened to the dancers of nature. Spider monkeys, or ateles, belong to the Atelidae family and are one of the most vibrant symbols of the Amazon's lowland tropical rainforest ecosystem. Among them, the black-handed spider monkey, Ateles belzebuth, stands out as a symbol of intelligence and perfect adaptation. Emerging around 4 million years ago during the Pleistocene epoch, spider monkeys are part of the New World primates, a lineage of smart survivors that split from their Old World counterparts tens of millions of years ago. Over millions of years of evolution, they have developed slender yet incredibly agile bodies, with a torso length reaching up to 50 centimeters, and when combined with their powerful tails, a total length exceeding 1 meter. The spider monkey's long tail is more than just a body part. It is a fifth limb, a unique tool bestowed by nature. With this remarkable tail, they can grip branches, move effortlessly from tree to tree, like acrobats performing in the heart of the jungle. This extraordinary mobility helps spider monkeys maintain balance as they forage for food and stay clear of predators lurking beneath the dense forest canopy. But spider monkeys are remarkable not just for their agility. They possess exceptional intelligence, demonstrated through problem-solving abilities, the use of simple tools and strategic thinking to overcome the challenges of the Amazon, studies have shown that spider monkeys can remember the location of food in a three-dimensional space and even learn from their peers, a crucial skill for surviving in such a demanding environment. Spider monkeys inhabit the highest layers of the forest, where they not only forage but also build intricate social relationships. They are never alone, living in large groups of 20 to 30 individuals, sharing food, caring for one another, and alerting each other to potential dangers. When faced with a threat, spider monkeys emit piercing calls that echo through the jungle, a symphony of warnings that helps keep their group safe from predators. Their diet consists primarily of fruits, leaves, and seeds, but their meals serve a greater purpose than mere survival. By consuming and dispersing seeds through their droppings, spider monkeys inadvertently act as gardeners of the rainforest, sustaining and regenerating life within the Amazon ecosystem. Spider monkeys are not just residents of the forest, they are silent guardians, an essential link in the cycle of life within the Amazon. Every leap, every action they take contributes to the perfect balance that God has ordained for this magnificent jungle. Amid the towering canopies of the Amazon rainforest, where sunlight filters sparingly through dense leaves like golden beams, a wondrous creature appears. The blue and yellow macaw, as vibrant as a living gem, seems like a gift from God to this majestic forest. Known scientifically as Ara ararauna, the blue and yellow macaw is more than just a bird. It is a symbol of vibrant life and ceaseless motion. Its dazzling blue feathers on its back and radiant yellow chest and belly, combined with its keen eyes, make it a striking presence in the heart of the Amazon. When its wings, spanning up to 1 meter, spread wide, the sky is painted with nature's most exquisite artistry. But the blue and yellow macaw thrives on more than beauty. These tireless travelers soar dozens of kilometers daily in search of food and shelter. Their strong, sharp beaks are incredible tools, capable of cracking even the hardest nutshells, a feat few animals can match. This ensures their survival even in times of scarcity, showcasing their remarkable resilience. What truly sets the macaw apart, however, is its extraordinary social life. These birds are never solitary. They fly in pairs or live in large flocks, constantly communicating with one another through resounding calls, a harmonious symphony of the jungle. Macaw pairs often bond for life, exemplifying a love and loyalty that is both simple and profound, a lesson from nature to humankind. At dawn, as mist still cloaks the forest, the blue and yellow macaw begins its daily journey. Soaring high above the Amazon, they search for fruits and seeds, their vital sustenance. Yet their journey is about more than nourishment. As macaws consume fruit and disperse seeds through their droppings, they become inadvertent gardeners of the rainforest. These seeds take root, regenerating life in the jungle and contributing to nature's endless cycle. For centuries, the indigenous people of the Amazon have regarded the blue and yellow macaw as sacred. Their radiant feathers are used in religious ceremonies, symbolizing harmony and gratitude toward nature. The macaw's resonant calls are more than mere communication. They echo like prayers to God, celebrating the wonder of the forest. The blue and yellow macaw lives primarily in the upper canopy of the rainforest, where sunlight kisses every leaf, nurturing a sanctuary for thousands of bird and animal species. This layer, rising 20 to 40 meters above the ground, is a world of its own, a verdant paradise where magnificent creatures like the macaw compose an unending symphony of life. The blue and yellow macaw is not just a dazzling inhabitant of the Amazon, it is a living embodiment of life, connection, and the love God has bestowed upon this extraordinary forest. High in the towering canopies of the Amazon rainforest, where sunlight barely filters through the dense foliage, a remarkable creature appears, the toucan. With its vibrant plumage and unique beak, it seems as though God has imbued this bird with a touch of his own magic. The toucan, scientifically known as Ramphastos touco, is more than just a bird. It is a symbol of nature's incredible creativity. Measuring up to 60 centimeters in length, with a nearly 20 centimeters long beak, and a striking combination of glossy black feathers accented by white and orange hues, the toucan is a jewel in the paradise of the Amazon. But its beauty is not merely for show, it is a perfect fusion of form and function. The toucan's iconic beak is more than a tool for foraging. It serves as a key to access fruits in hard-to-reach places where other birds cannot go. In his infinite wisdom, God also granted this beak the ability to act as a defense against predators and even help regulate the bird's body temperature, ensuring its survival in the challenging tropical environment. But the toucan does not live for itself alone. It is one of the gardeners of the Amazon. As it consumes fruit, it swallows the seeds whole and disperses them throughout the forest via its droppings. Studies have shown that toucans can spread seeds over distances of 10 to 20 kilometers, contributing to the regeneration and growth of the Amazon's lush vegetation. Through this seemingly simple act, the toucan becomes an indispensable link in the rainforest's life cycle. Life in the upper canopy of the Amazon is not easy. The toucan, with its short but powerful wings, must navigate swiftly between branches, hopping from one to another to find food, while evading predators such as snakes and eagles. The toucan uses its beak as a defensive weapon or quickly hides within the dense foliage. What makes the toucan truly special is not just its intelligence or survival skills, but its strong social connections. They live in small groups, typically ranging from 6 to 12 individuals, where each member looks out for the others. In times of scarcity, they share what they have, a beautiful display of compassion and unity, as if God intended them to teach humanity a lesson in kindness and generosity. For the indigenous people of the Amazon, the toucan is a symbol of prosperity and vitality. Its radiant feathers feature prominently in traditional ceremonies representing harmony with nature. The toucan is not merely a resident of the Amazon, it is its living spirit, a testament to the balance and beauty that God has bestowed upon this magnificent rainforest. In the dawn of time, when God laid the foundations of the Amazon rainforest, he created a small yet extraordinary creature, the leafcutter ant. They are not just tireless workers, but silent guardians, carrying out a sacred mission to nurture life and uphold the cycle of the great forest. From afar, a colony of leafcutter ants appears as a flowing river of green, each tiny ant carrying a piece of leaf on its back. But do not be deceived by their size. These creatures are nature's architects, pioneers of the Amazon ecosystem, where every step they take shapes the life of the jungle. In his infinite wisdom, God granted the leafcutter ant a unique ability. With their sharp mandibles, they cut leaves far larger than themselves, carrying them back to their nests to cultivate a special fungus, their primary food source. This is not just survival, it is advanced agriculture, a marvel that only nature could conceive. The leaves, once processed by the ants, not only feed the fungus but also enrich the soil, returning nutrients to the forest floor. God intricately wove every thread of this life cycle together, and the leafcutter ant serves as the heartbeat of the Amazon ecosystem. Beneath the forest floor, a leafcutter ant nest is a biological wonder, a subterranean city with countless chambers, tunnels, and specialized areas. Millions of ants live and work in perfect harmony. Every worker, soldier, and fungus tender understands its role within the colony. None are left behind, none stand idle. It is a profound lesson in unity and responsibility that God offers to all of us. Imagine a stream of leafcutter ants moving tirelessly through the forest. The green fragments they carry resemble tiny victory flags, symbols of their perseverance and strength. Each ant, though small, carries the spirit of a warrior, working relentlessly to fulfill the mission God entrusted to them. For the indigenous peoples of the Amazon, the leafcutter ant has long been a symbol of diligence and harmony with nature. To them, these small creatures are a divine reminder that every being, no matter how tiny, plays an essential role in the grand design of life. Leafcutter ants do more than cut leaves and build nests. They regenerate the forest, enrich the soil, and maintain the ecological balance upon which the entire Amazon depends. With every step they take, every leaf they carry, they fulfill God's will, keeping this rainforest vibrant and alive. Let us bow before these small yet extraordinary creatures, the leaf-cutting warriors of the Amazon. They are not just ants, they are the keepers of the forest's rhythm, living proof of God's boundless wisdom and wonder. Amid the towering treetops of the Amazon rainforest, where time seems to stand still and sunlight gently filters through lush green leaves, a creature moves with deliberate slowness, as if unbothered by haste. This is the three-toed sloth, a miraculous creation of God, embodying patience and balance in the grand cycle of life. Within this magnificent forest, scientifically known as Bradypus variegatus, the three-toed sloth is one of the Amazon's oldest and most enigmatic residents. Over millions of years, it has evolved to perfectly adapt to the high canopy of the forest, where it finds safety, sustenance, and an ideal space to thrive. Cloaked in greenish-grey fur, often harboring algae, the sloth not only blends seamlessly into its surroundings, but also creates a micro-ecosystem on its own body, home to countless microorganisms and tiny insects. The three-toed sloth lives a life of extraordinary slowness, moving at a speed of just 0.24 kilometers per hour, a survival strategy optimized for conserving energy. While other animals flee predators in haste, the sloth chooses to live quietly, perfectly camouflaged, avoiding attention altogether. This deliberate slowness is not just a means of survival, it symbolizes harmony with nature, utilizing the forest's offerings without competition or destruction. The leaves the sloth eats daily may not be nutrient-rich, but in his infinite wisdom, God gifted the sloth with a unique digestive system. Its multi-chambered stomach allows it to break down large amounts of cellulose from the leaves, a process that can take 5 to 7 days to complete. Through this remarkable evolution, the sloth thrives on a modest diet, maintaining its resilience in the challenging rainforest environment. The sloth descends to the ground only once a week, a perilous journey as on land. It becomes vulnerable to predators like the harpy eagle or jaguar. Yet even in these moments of vulnerability, the sloth moves with a calm grace, as if aware that every step aligns with the divine plan God has laid out for it. Despite its slow demeanor, the three-toed sloth plays a vital role in the Amazon's life cycle. By feeding on leaves, it helps regulate vegetation growth while also serving as a crucial food source for predators, maintaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Within its greenish-grey fur, where algae grow and insects dwell, the sloth fosters a miniature habitat symbolizing the interconnectedness God has imbued in all of nature. The sloth does not rush, does not compete. It exists as a gentle reminder that in slowness and stillness, true harmony with nature can be found. The indigenous people of the Amazon have long revered the three-toed sloth as a symbol of balance and wisdom, a creature embodying a slow but steadfast rhythm of life, enduring the trials of time. Amid the endless currents of the Amazon River, where the sunlight dances on the water's surface like shimmering mirrors, a magnificent creature emerges. The giant otter, the uncrowned king of freshwater realms, stands as a divine reminder from God that strength lies not only in size or speed, but also in unity and a sacred bond with family and nature. Scientifically known as Pteronura brasiliensis, the giant otter is the largest otter species in the world, reaching up to 2 meters in length and exuding undeniable majesty. Its sleek brown fur glistens under the sunlight, and its intelligent, gleaming eyes seem to have been crafted by God to make it a formidable guardian of the Amazon's waterways. In his infinite wisdom, God gifted the giant otter with perfectly webbed feet and a powerful tail. These creatures do not merely swim, they glide through the water like dancers, with each tail thrust a masterpiece of precision and speed. Beneath the surface, they are relentless predators, their agility and hunting prowess unmatched as they chase down prey with astonishing skill. But the giant otter does not hunt merely for survival. It is a protector of the river, playing a vital role in maintaining ecological balance. By preying on fish and crabs, it regulates the populations of these species, ensuring the river's life cycle remains whole and unbroken. The giant otter embodies unity. It is never alone. Living in family groups of 3 to 10 individuals, these creatures forge deep bonds with one another. The vocal calls are not just a means of communication, they are symphonies of love and cooperation. When danger looms, they stand together, fiercely protecting their family with unwavering strength and courage, becoming true warriors of the Amazon. But do not be deceived by their grace and solidarity. When challenged, the giant otter transforms into a fearless contender, capable of confronting large predators like caimans or jaguars. Their resilience serves as a testament to a profound truth. True strength comes from familial bonds and the divine mission entrusted by God. To the indigenous people of the Amazon, the giant otter is more than just an animal. It is a symbol of vitality, prosperity, and the sacred connection to nature. In ancient legends, they are revered as guardians of the river, beings imbued with God's breath, ensuring the waters remain pure and teeming with life. The giant otter does not merely exist, it sustains life. With every tail flick, every call, and every hunt, it not only nurtures its family, but also safeguards the vast ecosystem of the Amazon. They are not rulers, they are stewards, messengers of balance and harmony. Deep within the dark waters of the Amazon, where sunlight struggles to reach, a remarkable creature quietly exists, the electric eel, one of the most extraordinary creations God has gifted to this river. With its humble appearance, yet astonishing power, the electric eel stands as a symbol of mystery and might, a living testament to the boundless wisdom of creation. The electric eel, scientifically known as Electrophorus electricus, is a one-of-a-kind marvel. Its long, slender body, which can reach up to 2.5 meters in length and weigh over 20 kilograms, makes it more than just a fish. It is a masterpiece of perfect adaptation. But what truly sets the electric eel apart is not its appearance, but its unique ability, the power to generate electricity. In his infinite wisdom, God bestowed the electric eel with an extraordinary gift, the ability to produce electrical discharges of up to 600 volts, enough to stun or incapacitate any creature encroaching on its territory. Its body contains thousands of specialized cells called electrocytes, functioning like tiny batteries connected in series. When threatened or hunting, the eel releases this electricity with precision and power, as if the Amazon itself were unleashing bolts of lightning from its depths. The electric eel is not an aggressive predator, but a master of skill and patience. It lurks silently on the riverbed, using its ability to detect electromagnetic signals to locate prey in the murky, dark waters. A single powerful discharge stuns small fish, shrimp, or crabs, allowing the eel to capture its prey effortlessly without prolonged struggle. But the electric eel is more than a predator. It plays a crucial role in the Amazon's ecosystem. As it moves and hunts, it stirs the riverbed, bringing nutrients from the bottom to the surface, supporting the growth of aquatic plants and microorganisms. Its existence is an integral part of maintaining the balance and vitality of the river. In the legends of the Amazon's indigenous people, the electric eel is more than a creature. It is a manifestation of power and mystery. Revered as the guardian of the river, it symbolizes latent energy and unyielding authority. They believe that God created the electric eel as a reminder that even in silence, unparalleled strength resides. Each time the electric eel releases a powerful charge, It is not merely an act of survival, it is a reminder that the Amazon River, with all its wonders and mysteries, holds an unparalleled vitality and boundless power. Look into the eyes of the electric eel and you will glimpse a fragment of the Amazon River, mysterious, powerful, and full of surprises. It is not just a creature of nature, it is a symbol of creation and strength, embodying the energy that God has imbued in this magnificent river. Unlike the electric eel, a solitary predator, the red-bellied piranha is a master of collective strategy. These fish don't hunt alone, they live and prey in schools, drawing strength from unity. When hunting, the entire school attacks like a storm, delivering lightning-fast bites that leave their prey with no chance to escape. Their razor-sharp teeth can tear through flesh and crush bones in mere seconds, making them relentless predators. Scientifically known as Pygocentrus natureri, the red-bellied piranha, one of the most infamous and feared creatures of the Amazon, is a striking example of nature's power. Measuring only 20 to 30 centimeters in length, their compact but powerful bodies are covered in shimmering silver scales, accented by the vivid red of their bellies and fins. Their piercing eyes and razor-sharp teeth serve as a reminder that size is not the measure of strength. Sharpness and decisiveness are what command respect. Despite their fearsome reputation, red-bellied piranhas are not just aggressive hunters. They are the cleaners of the river, scavenging carcasses and organic debris to keep the waters of the Amazon clean. This role serves as a reminder that in every creature, no matter how intimidating, lies a sacred mission entrusted by God to sustain the natural cycle of life. Hidden among the dense foliage and intricate web of life in the Amazon, where sunlight barely reaches the forest floor, a small yet enigmatic creature resides, the spider. A creation of God, it is endowed with the remarkable ability to weave intricate and ingenious traps as if he intended to showcase nature's artistry in this tiny being. Amazonian spiders, with thousands of species, are extraordinary creatures crafted by God to balance and sustain life in the tropical rainforest. From giant hunting spiders with impressive size to golden orb weavers spinning radiant webs that shimmer in the sunlight, each species carries a unique purpose. In his infinite wisdom, God gave Amazonian spiders incredible abilities. Their silk, spun from their own bodies, is not only stronger than steel, but also the perfect tool for hunting. Spider webs are more than just traps. They are living works of art, glistening in the light and reflecting the harmony of strength and beauty. Spiders are not just silent predators, but also master strategists. They patiently wait for unsuspecting prey to stumble into their webs, then pounce with astonishing speed. Their long, agile legs move like a dancer's, executing precise, calculated movements that are both gentle and highly effective. But spiders do not hunt for themselves alone. They are guardians of balance in the Amazon. By controlling populations of insects and small animals, they prevent the ecosystem from tipping into chaos. Their role as silent forest keepers ensures that every link in the natural cycle continues seamlessly. In the culture of the Amazon's indigenous people, spiders are symbols of creativity and resilience. Legends tell of how God gave spiders the ability to weave webs as a reminder to humanity of nature's interconnectedness, that all things are linked. Each strand of a spider's web is believed to represent a thread of life, safeguarded and guided by God. These tiny spiders may often be overlooked, but their role is irreplaceable. Every web spun, every hunt completed, contributes to the rainforest's survival. God created spiders not just to exist, but to teach us about creativity, patience, and living in harmony with nature. Look closely at a spider's shimmering web among the Amazon's trees, and you will witness the marvel of creation, a symbol of perfection and infinite wisdom that God has etched into every thread. Deep within the lush greenery of the Amazon, where every corner holds an air of mystery, a small yet radiant creature appears like a living gem of nature. The poison dart frog, a creation of God, captivates with its dazzling beauty while instilling fear in all who dare to approach. Crafted as a reminder of the delicate balance between beauty and danger, the poison dart frog is a testament to God's infinite wisdom in the design of all living things. Scientifically known as Dendrobatidae, the poison dart frog is among the most striking inhabitants of the Amazon, measuring less than black's 5 centimeters. It is adorned in the most vibrant colors nature has to offer: brilliant yellows, neon greens, deep reds, and intricate patterns that look like living works of art. But do not let its brilliant appearance fool you. These colors are not meant to attract, but to warn. Within its tiny body lies a potent toxin, powerful enough to subdue any creature that dares challenge it. In his boundless creativity, God endowed the poison dart frog with a weapon that defies imagination. Its toxin, particularly yasta, batrachotoxin, one of the most potent natural poisons known, can paralyze muscles and stop a heart with just a minuscule amount. Remarkably, this toxin is not produced naturally by the frog, but is accumulated through its diet of small insects. This ingenious adaptation makes the poison dart frog a biological marvel, a creature that defends itself through the very sustenance it consumes. But what makes the poison dart frog truly extraordinary is not only its toxicity, but also the subtle elegance of its existence. Unlike aggressive predators, it lives quietly, yet with undeniable authority. Hidden among the leaves, it uses its vibrant colors as a silent shield, warning potential threats to think twice before attacking. Despite its size, the poison dart frog plays an irreplaceable role in the complex ecosystem of the Amazon. It acts as a regulator of insect populations, maintaining balance in the rainforest. By participating in the food chain, it connects every link in the cycle of life, from tiny insects to larger predators like snakes and birds. Its role is a reminder that even the smallest creatures can wield the power to shape an entire ecosystem. To the indigenous people of the Amazon, the poison dart frog is more than a creature. It is a messenger of God. Its vibrant colors are seen as a divine gift, a symbol of creativity and power. For generations, indigenous communities have learned to respect and harness its toxins for their blow darts, a practice steeped in reverence for nature. In ancient myths, the poison dart frog is revered as a guardian of the forest, embodying resilience and an unyielding spirit. These tiny frogs teach us profound lessons. Their radiant colors remind us that standing out does not equate to weakness, while their lethal toxins show that even the smallest beings carry immense power. God created the poison dart frog not merely to survive, but to inspire. to remind us that every corner of nature holds a balance and wisdom that transcends human understanding. Gaze upon the vibrant colors of the poison dart frog, and you will witness the marvel of creation, a perfect fusion of beauty, strength, and balance. They are not just creatures of the Amazon, they are symbols of the creativity and power that God has woven into every detail of life. Deep within the Amazon rainforest, where towering trees stand as guardians of life, an unrelenting tragedy unfolds. Wildfires and deforestation, two unstoppable forces of destruction, are ravaging the Earth's heart. The Amazon, called the planet's great green lungs, is not only crying out for help, but threatening the fragile balance of humanity's survival. Every year, millions of hectares of Amazon rainforest are consumed by raging wildfires. These fires are not all natural disasters. Most are ignited by the human hands. Flames are intentionally set to clear land for agriculture, cattle grazing, or resource extraction, turning the Amazon from a fortress of greenery into a charred, barren wasteland. When the fires ignite, it's not just trees that burn. Millions of animal and plant lives are lost. Jaguars lose their hunting grounds, sloths cling desperately to charred branches, and flocks of birds flee in panic, abandoning their homes. The flames destroy more than the landscape, they incinerate the future. If wildfires are an immediate catastrophe, deforestation is a slow, bleeding wound the Amazon endures daily. Towering ancient trees, once the pillars of life, are brought down by the sharp, cold teeth of chainsaws, leaving behind scars of emptiness on the planet's green lungs. What were once pristine forests, home to thousands of species, are now desolate clearings. Ecosystems are disrupted, rivers lose their natural protective barriers, and the soil becomes infertile, unable to sustain life. The Amazon is not just a forest, it is the lungs of the planet, absorbing billions of tons of carbon dioxide each year and producing vast amounts of oxygen essential for life. When the forest burns or is cleared, those lungs falter, releasing massive amounts of carbon into the atmosphere, accelerating climate change. Moreover, the loss of the Amazon means losing over 10% of the world's biodiversity. Rare animals like river dolphins, giant otters, and undiscovered medicinal plants face the risk of vanishing forever. The Amazon's destruction isn't just its loss, it is humanity losing its chance for a sustainable future. Despite this seemingly endless tragedy, hope still glimmers. Conservationists, international organizations, and indigenous communities are tirelessly fighting to protect the rainforest. Advanced technology helps detect wildfires early. Global movements advocating for reduced consumption of Amazon-destructive products like beef and illegal timber are gaining traction. Reforestation, ecosystem restoration, and community education about the Amazon's importance are also creating new rays of hope. Every tree planted, every forest protected is a small yet significant step towards saving the planet's green lungs. God created the Amazon as a miraculous gift to Earth, a place where life intertwines within the forest's protective embrace. Yet humanity, driven by greed and carelessness, has disrupted this sacred balance. Act now, save the rainforest, preserve life, and ensure that future generations won't bear the weight of the destruction we've caused. The Amazon is more than a forest, it is the breath of the planet, the heartbeat of life. Don't let the flames of greed and destruction take away the gift God has bestowed upon us. The Amazon rainforest, the planet's green lungs, is a miraculous gift God has bestowed upon humanity. It is not only a sanctuary for millions of plant and animal species, but also a living symbol of harmony between nature and divine creation. Yet like all precious things, the Amazon needs our protection. The ARPA project, the world's largest conservation program, stands as a shield guarding the Amazon against human destruction and the threats of climate change. Since 2002, with support from the Brazilian government and international organizations, ARPA has successfully protected over 128 million hectares of forest. Not only curbing deforestation, but also fostering sustainable development for communities that depend on the forest. The most moving stories come from the indigenous peoples, like the Kayapo tribe, who have risen to defend their home. With the help of NGOs, they have established their own reserves, managing and safeguarding over 11 million hectares of forest, where wildlife like macaws and the long-tailed boa can continue to thrive peacefully. Thanks to these tireless efforts, deforestation rates have dropped significantly, and the Amazon is slowly but surely beginning to heal. Like all miracles in the Bible, the salvation of the Amazon stems not only from science, but also from our faith, love, and humanity's unity with nature. God created the Amazon as a home for millions of species, a testament to his boundless love for all living things on Earth. We live under the shade of the Amazon's vast canopy, benefiting from the life it breathes into our planet. But with this gift comes the responsibility to preserve and sustain its biodiversity. We don't need to wait for monumental solutions. Every small action from you, from me, from all of us can make a difference. Supporting conservation projects, spreading awareness, or simply living responsibly with nature, all these efforts contribute to protecting the Amazon. The Amazon is more than just a forest. It is a living testament to God's infinite love. Let us protect this miraculous gift, so millions of creatures can continue to call it home, and so our planet may always have a green, vibrant future.